Factory method is a creational design pattern which solves the problem of creating product objects without specifying their concrete classes. In our real-life example, we have a single product factory that producing cars exclusively. However, the CEO is greedy and wants to expand the business to produce boats as well. So what he did was to diversify a business into separate departments specializing in producing cars and boats. Now the main unit is independent and not related to any specific industry. With such a diversification, he can easily create more departments with underlying business rules and control inherited from the main headquarters. In our Java example, we will create dialog window that is adjustable to the current operating system. In this case, the main headquarters is the abstract dialog class and departments are the concrete classes that inheriting from it, like HTML and Windows dialogs, each having its own button. First, let's declare common interface for every type of buttons. Every button will handle rendering and click event in its own way. Now let's implement this interface in our HTML concrete class. There is no specific logic in here. Now let's create Windows button. For Windows we'll use Swing library, creating main window frame and UI panel container to group elements. Second, we'll assign default exit button action, create button, label and layout, add UI elements to layout, and as a last we will add layout to the main frame. To handle user click events, we'll create a button and assign to it action listener anonymous class to set frame visibility to false and finish program with 0 returned value. Now we have a star of this show. This abstract class has a common render window algorithm that is invoking common methods to render button for every specific implementation. In a concrete dialog class, it's up to us to make sure that we'll create a correct button while overriding create button abstract method. Overriding is enforced and that's why it's a factory method. Let me show you how to use it on the client side. You can declare general dialog class field and invoke methods to configure and render elements respectively. In configuration method, use system.getProperty method to extract details about the operating system that JVM is running on, and based on this information assign correct dialog class. And here we go, this is the default Windows dialog based on Swing UI library. Subscribe for more videos like this one.